Hey, it's Mark Andrews, and welcome to another instructional video from Orange County Football Officials Association. I'm the instructional chairman for OCFOA, and today we're going to discuss how to instruct your chain crew. In a varsity game, typically you'll be working with an experienced chain crew. In a freshman or JV game, oftentimes your chain crew will look like these guys. Whether you're working with a seasoned crew or a crew made up of injured or academically ineligible members of the home team, it's important to remember that the chain crew is part of the officiating crew. Your pregame instructions can help make sure that everyone is on the same page and working together. In this video, we're going to discuss the instructions the head linesman should give to the chain crew to avoid most of the mistakes made by a chain crew. As the head linesman, you want to meet with your chain crew a minimum of 15 minutes before the start of the game. If the chain crew is not gathered near the chains, it's not a bad idea to walk over and stand next to the chains. One or more of the chain crew may see you and make their way over to meet you. Whether you're working a varsity or non-varsity game, as I said before, the chains need to be inspected and the chain crew instructed a minimum of 15 minutes before the game starts. Begin by introducing yourself to each member of the crew and then asking which one of them will be running the down box. Record the name of the person who's running the down box on your game card. You will be working with that person the most. One of the things I like to do is to ask my down box official to give me down and distance on each play. Next, find out who will be working the chains and record their names on your game card as well. Finally, if there's a fourth member of the chain crew, that person will be handling the clips. Find out the clip person's name and record that as well. You should always utilize 2 clips. If there are only 3 members of the chain crew, the down box official will also have to handle the clip duties. More on that later. Emphasize to the chain crew that they are officials. As officials, they cannot cheer, coach, or make disparaging remarks about the other team. Tell them that if they have any problems with coaches or players obstructing them or the chains, they are to report the problem to you and you will take care of it. They should not engage with the players or coaches on their own. Lastly, tell them to put their cell phones away and stay focused on the game. The next thing you want to do is to make sure that the chains are indeed 10 yards long. To do this, walk the chains onto the football field and place one of the stakes on the right side of one of the major lines. Once that stake is in place, stretch the chains and confirm that the other stake is now on the right side of the major line that is 10 yards away from the first stake. If the second stake is not in the proper position, either the chain is not 10 yards in length or the field is not marked properly. Move the chains to another set of major lines and repeat the previous process. If the result is the same on the second try, you may have to adjust the length of the chains. Once you've confirmed that chains are the proper length, you should confirm that there is a piece of tape on the chain at a location that corresponds to the right side of the major line that sits 5 yards away from the stakes. You will use this tape as an indication to the box person that the line to gain is either less than 5 yards or more than 5 yards away. If the tape is not there or in the wrong position, place a new piece of tape on the chains at the correct spot. An easy way to keep a piece of tape handy for this necessity is to place a 3 or 4 inch piece of white adhesive tape under the brim of your hat. Another handy trick for you head linesmen is to carry a couple of zip ties inside the headband of your cap. These zip ties can be used to repair broken chains or shorten chains that are too long. Now that we've confirmed the chains are the proper length, let's talk about chain crew instruction. Now I'm going to show you a formal document that we have that describes the chain crew instructions in detail. I am not going to read all these to you. Feel free to pause this and read them. I'm going to put a link underneath this video to this document. It's a one-page document. You print it out, take it to your games, and use it that way. I am going to touch on some of the highlights here in the next bit of video. But this document is available on our website. Anybody who wants to use it, feel free. Every head linesman has their own approach to chain crew instruction. Let's take a listen to this head linesman as he instructs his chain crew.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, so what we're going to do, is every play I want down and distance. Okay. If you happen to see a penalty on the play and ask you to move, get a hold of me, right? And maybe you just stay put. Right? Just already know. All right, so on the box, you will move, okay? You see me, I'll be tapping the back of my leg. Change, okay? Do not move, okay, until you see me do this.
Now let's watch a head linesman and his chain crew working together on a single play. I want you to notice a couple of things here. Notice where the chain crew is situated. They're on the back of the restricted zone line. They're 6 feet away from the field. The official is a foot or two off the field. He's got a wide stance, comfortable, ready to go. Let's take a look at this. As the offense gains forward progress, the head linesman sidesteps down the field, squares off, and then comes in and signals the next down. That is a signal for the box to move and to roll to the next down. The head linesman then indicates where the down marker should be placed, and we're ready for the next play. This next example illustrates the interaction between the head linesman and the chain crew when a first down is achieved. Again, head linesman sidesteps down, squares off nicely, kills the clock because we've got a first down, and then signals the chains to move. Notice the box official is setting up on a hash mark. When we have a first down or a change of possession, it's advantageous to set up on a line. By setting up on a line, you reduce the need for measurements, and both offense and defense know exactly where the line to gain is. As instructed, the box official arrives first, and the down marker officials follow, setting up behind the box official. The head linesman backs off the field and indicates the placement of both the box and the stake by tapping on his leg. Once the down markers are set and the chain is stretched, the clip official will place the new clip on the 5 or 10 yard line closest to the box, leaving the old clip on until it's safe to remove. Well, that'll do it for this edition of the 2019 OCFOA Instructional Series. For you new officials, I'd recommend watching this video before you go out on the field. Take a printed copy of the chain crew instructions with you and refer to it as you instruct your chain crew. Then once you've done this a couple of times, come back and watch this video again, and I think really help you get started off on the right foot. As I said, there is a link to the chain crew instruction document in the notes below. If you'd like to get informed as I release more of these types of videos, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. All you have to do is click on my picture in the upper right. It'll take you to my YouTube channel. Click on the subscribe button and you'll be informed whenever we produce a new video. If you'd like to look at any of the other instructional videos for 2019, click on the link in the upper left. This is Mark Andrews signing off.